Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome, one and all, to week two of playoffs for the K12 Esports League Fortnite. I'm Dustin Owens, your co host and co coordinator for the K12 Esports League, along with Robbie Benegdeg, the program manager here, and helping us with streaming and everything tonight. Robbie, what are we looking at for week two of playoffs for Fortnite?
Oh man, here we go. Finishing off week two of playoffs here today with some varsity Fortnite action. We'll have two varsity lobbies coming your way. We are down to our top 15 teams for from the season to this week for Fortnite. Next week we'll be dropping three more. We'll be down to 12, but it's going to be an insane matchup here today. Cannot wait. Last week's matches were wild. Those last end circles were uh, I'm speechless just even thinking about it. They were amazing. So I'm expecting nothing less here today. With only 15 teams in the lobby, it's going to be, a little bit slower of a start, but all the action will definitely ramp up as we get further and further into the actual gameplay, which we are at now. Cannot wait to get this popping.
All right, with that, we're actually going to be with the Idaho squad starting out, landing in a similar position to our Wava team, and they are going to take airmail down at the moment. Roxham being able to do that. Idaho's still in this though. Still has a couple players on board at the moment. Trying to find, they've only got one set of guns at the moment. And they're trying to find everything they can to, I'm assuming, or they rotated out. Good kudos to them. That's probably the best call in order to be able to stay in this matchup. I just wanted to point it out really quick while I had this map up. You notice how scattered these teams are. It's because of how few teams we have. We only have 15 teams in this lobby this week. So that is why we're going to see everybody probably get looted up really well and really try to have this all out kind of battle here towards the end and everything.
A couple disclaimers, everyone. As we are watching everybody loot up again, there's not going to be too much action here at the rip. 3-minute delay today, as always, with Fortnite. Also, me and Dustin were doing a million things on the side, so if we go silent for a moment, that is why. We'll be back. At least you'll have the incredible gameplay from our players up and going. Lastly, this is a school event, so keep the chat chill, keep it positive, keep it vibey. But we are on board right now with Black Haven. They're at the very edge of the map. Luckily, safe zone very big at the moment, so they'll be all right. And actually, seeing this NCVA 2 team in Lucky and Sora is Black Haven not going to actually initiate. I think that is a good call here, as it seems like Haven by themselves at the moment. Unfortunately, dropping down the hill, I'm sure Lucky and Sora got the audio cues, and if not, Black Haven just got really lucky.
Yeah, I know. It seems like Black Haven's team isn't far away, but yeah, he's gonna get very quickly figured out and gonna have to rotate out. But I think for them, it looks like there might be another team. It looks like they might be going away though. So Black Haven trying to make sure to kind of get out of dodge there for a moment. Looks like they're not going to pursue him, so that's a good thing for him. And we'll go over here with Sora coming up on Tragic. Tragic currently having the high ground at the moment.
Good shots by Sora. Dropped all their shield, actually at 58%. I'm sorry, 58 HP now. Gonna use that wingsuit, try and rotate out. Good play call here by Sora, as it does seem like Sora and Lucky are a team of two today, which definitely puts them at a little bit of a disadvantage. Regardless, though, we will see Lucky in the elimination feed able to knock Skylar Bear and actually get the full elimination, as well as knock Star Wars too. So Lucky doing their thing, and actually the other two players from that team still stuck at where those buildings were at. So Lucky able to survive and able to get out with two eliminations. And insane, actually insane.
Yeah, given the fact that they're only down to a couple people, that is very, very impressive. That's definitely going to come in handy. It looks like we have a couple of teams right in here with just only a few players each on board at the moment. With Puppy Pug is going to actually knock Blackhaven Jr. down. So they're going to find at least the one team, but these other teams are going to, or this one player out here that we were on board with a moment ago is going to have to rotate out of storm shortly. Um, let's see. Everybody else is still kind of scattered at the moment. Kind of stick on
Get
board.
back on board, pull up the map and get on board with Bat Bear and Rocks, team 8. As they were in a fight, looks like it did potentially equalize or something along those lines, but we did see Bat Bear go down fully and Rocks take a whole lot of damage. Aim Crush also going to get hit as well. So right now, um, insane matchup within this game number 1 happening very, very early on. We do have our Wava team going up against our NCVA team, which are two of the heaviest hitters here at the K12 Esports League. One of these teams, if they do not disengage, gonna be knocked out early in this one, and it's gonna put the other team in a really good position to actually finish this one out. And we will see Rocks able to take down Marvel's Tokyo as they were flying through the air. Aim Crutch with some good builds, but will take some damage. Great shots there coming out of either Demstog or CU on that one. Tokyo able to almost crawl back to their teammates, will eventually be taken down. This is going to be a bit of a standoff here, I think, until one team decides to just go full pedal to the metal.
From the looks of it, it might be the NCVA team actually going to try to rotate out of this one at the moment. Rocks and Aim Crutch on them, but with those wingsuits, it looks like they're going to be able to get away. However, there's another team with Papa and Logan's son. Bat Bear Jam is going to
My
go in
goodness.
pursuit of Loganson.
And right there, you see all the Waba players just full pedal to the metal on the gas, rotating in on this player. Logan taken very, very low. Their teammates are behind them, though. Logan will get knocked and almost fully eliminated here. MGT trying to come in and save their teammate. And we see the other two players, Drip Eddie and Demi, back there as well. So gonna be basically about a 3v3 at the moment with Roshkin going down. Bat Bear gonna look to see if they can pick up Roshkin or get some more eliminations, but we see Rocks actually get taken down really low as well. This is our Tiva team pushing the envelope on our Waba team. Two, again, very, very, very good teams. Waba, unfortunately, seeing both NCVA and Tiva back-to-back, will lose to two players in Bat Bear and Roshkin. Aim Crutch has won the height advantage with their buildings, now dropping down just a little bit. Not sure what the game plan here is. I'm curious to know where Rox is at, as one of the Tiva players did actually steal back the height advantage as well. So sticky spot right now for Aim Crutch and Roxam on this Wava team.
Yeah, Rox is currently in a fight just over on the other side and is going to get knocked and eliminated. And so that's going to leave is up to Aim Crutch to see if he can outlast. But this team is all four on him from all angles. And yes, so it looks like we are going to see the Waba team go down.
Early in this game, number 1. 15 players total have been eliminated thus far. So placement points for them not going to be too bad, but they're going to come back game 2 with a vengeance, I'm sure. But on board now with Seiji, Livy, Ivy Fly, and Lofi from our OOS Yetis. They are in a fight against, again, Star Wars Skylar Bear and their team. Able to get 2 knocks there is Seiji. Running up on them. They're going to be looking for the last players on this team, Tragic and Seiji, in a wall battle right now. Tragic, seeing that the other teammate is coming through, also very, very low. Gonna try and get out of there. Unfortunately, unable to. That'll be another elimination here for Seiji. They will have to look at rotating into Storm here, and they will not be able to find that last teammate because based off the mini-map, they are deep in the Storm at the moment.
Yeah, there's obviously one lone one all the way out here. Does look like there's some other teams rotating in. Let's see if we can catch. Looks like we have a couple of loners, unfortunately, here. Let's see. What do we have for the red team here? That's Puppy Pugging down.
And it's so funny, the one orange arrow for the OHVA team is so far away. I'm sure right now they're looking for heals or rotation items. It's gonna be a battle to even just run back into safe zone. So most likely we will be seeing them get knocked to storm. Very unfortunately here in this game number 1. But on board now with the Steva squad, who did end up again taking out the Wava team very early here in this one. Currently sitting at 6 eliminations total, so not bad at the moment. 33 players still up, 11 squads still alive at the moment. There are reboot bans in tournament mode, so potentially that player number could go up, but I don't foresee that happening too much, if at all.
And it does look like they did spot Papa CR over here. Unfortunately, it does look like they are alone at this reboot van trying to get, and it looks like they're going to rotate out. Some shots coming off of the team here. Not going to be able to drop him completely, but I believe they may try to pursue him. Heard one person go off. Yep. Kovia. Not sure if they're going to be able to find him right off, though. Yeah, they definitely lost the trail, so Papa being able to kind of hang on for just a little longer, seeing if maybe they have some teammates and everything to reboot as well. But back on board with Blackhaven Jr. Does look like they were able to get Labo and Skylar and Naz back on board.
What a play call. Hold on, bring up the map really quickly. I know they're about to pull up on this squad. Okay, see the one orange arrow up at the top? They're going to go down, I think, still, even though it's a one-tick storm. What they did was reboot all of their teammates back really deep, knowing they were safe, bringing them in. That 200 IQ play right there. But engaging now is this OHVA squad onto the OOS Yetis. We will see one knock go down, make that 2 for the OHVA squad, as the Yetis seem to be a little bit on fire. Haven able to get I believe that's Lofi very low and actually get the knock as well. Seiji trying to get the revive off. Will probably, as Haven's taking quite a lot of damage at the moment. So Haven in this fight by themselves. Tragic Nas is the player that got those reboots off. What a play by them, truly. But gonna get chased down now is Blackhaven. Super unfortunately for them.
Yeah, and with only 30 health, and down to 1 health currently. Not looking too good. He does have some bandages, but is he going to be able to get away? He is going to get some heals off, it looks like. You just got to be careful with any of the other teams that are around. Let's go over here to CU, the NCVA team. Looks like they were just kind of in a fight, and they're still in the middle of one at the moment against Kava. Kobe is going to go down or get knocked. Yoshi is also knocked at the moment. Gummy is trying to shield up at the moment. He's going to get those off. They are going to get the elimination on Tuna. And it does look
at
like
the moment is getting really low. Yoda able to get their teammate up. Big W for this Kaba team here, but the circle, as I was going to say, getting very small. We still have 27 players left, still sitting at that 11 squads up overall as well. So action here is going to get really crazy very shortly. This Kaba team and this NCVA team very stacked up on top of each other at the moment. Papa CR9, lone player for their team, still alive here in this one as well. So shout out to them for surviving this long. But the top side of the map, we see 4 teams converging on each other, which, I mean, going to be some crazy action there. Same thing on the right side of the map. We also have right in the middle, again, NCVA and Kava stacked up on top of each other. Now on board with Gaming Boy Nola from the Lavka team. Unfortunately, did lose their one teammate today in Walrus already. So just trying to rotate out, survive for as long as possible is Gaming Boy Nola. But little do they know, they are landing right onto Airmail Raptor and the rest of the Idaho 2 team, which can get very sticky, but fortunately for them, able to actually drop in and get the med kit off. I think they are getting chased down right now by that orange arrow, but luckily for them, went right over them.
I was going to say, I think with that other team also in the midst that they couldn't exactly, and Naz couldn't exactly come in on Gaming Boy Nola. A lot going on, or going to start going on here, as you see on the mini map here, with so many people in the same vicinity as this circle continues to get smaller.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Gaming Boy Nola, not very many heals to go around at all. But as all of that was happening in the elimination feed, we do see that Idaho and OOS Yetis are in a fight right now. Chicken Wag able to get one of those players from the Yetis. Also, the K12 PEA team able to take down a few players from the IQLA squad. As again, as so much is going on, so I'm really keeping a keen eye on the elimination feed, trying to figure out what is happening so I can call it out to all of you. Kyoto for the leave. Kyoto, I'm sorry, I can't remember exactly what team it is. But Kyoto getting Mixie in the elimination feed, able to take down Drip Eddie from Tiva, as well as CU taking down Demi. So Tiva probably in a fight against NCVA at the moment, losing a few players for sure. Super unfortunately, CU still alive at the moment. Hydro Falcon for K12 PEA still alive as well. As always, Kava with very superior positioning, set up very close to the next zone, just putting down damage as they can. Livy on a very, very scary rotation for themselves right now. But there's that K12 PEA team that I was talking about rotating through behind Kava at the moment. Trying to sneak through is Idaho. And I mean, they are found out. We'll see if they're able to build enough to survive the Kava downfall.
Yeah, and there's just everybody's trying to rotate in at the moment. Kava obviously on the attack with we got this team over here on the right. But let me see if I can get in on maybe one of these other ones on D1 Striker. Currently amongst some of these other teams as well. And I think everybody's just trying to
really
prep.
good builds and edits coming out. Yeah, everybody's prepping, but unfortunately, this zone is moving very, very far into the storm, as it will rotate here, I believe, in the next 7 seconds. So gonna be an interesting rotation here. AJ plays for IQLA, still up alone by themselves as well. So shout out AJ, and I believe CR9 staying alive as solos this long. Livy as well for the OOS Yetis. A big rotation coming out from the NCVA squad. Seems like most of them do have the wingsuit, so all the teams rotating as this storm does close in on them. It's going to be like a 3 or 4 tick storm right now, so do not want to take any of that chip damage for sure. NCVA able to get pretty set up here in the bottom. Mega knows that 200 pump, and the K12 PA team are trying to rotate in as well. AJ plays, drops in behind Mega. A great shot there by Mega will eliminate AJ from this one fully. Oh man, this is getting wild here, Dustin.
For sure, I'm trying to get in on some of these other players to get some of the action, but Raz and I'm not wanting to go away either, so that way we don't miss any of it. Getting some really good positioning here on some of these other teams. Chaotic trying to build and come in is going to get the builds taken away. And the pressure is on amongst all these players trying to make sure that they're in this little tiny circle.
Shout out Gaming Boy Nola as well, surviving so long by themselves with 0 heals. We saw them rotate with that wingsuit out just like so many different times, but able to stay alive, getting 6th place for their team is very good. So shout out Gaming Boy Nola again. Idaho 1 now raining fire down onto Idaho 2 as they do get one knock and a lot of damage onto a lot of the other players. 5 squads remaining at the moment. So I know it's Idaho 1, Idaho 2, Kava, and CVA, and I believe a K12 PEA squad. Lots of action going down in the elimination feed. We will see Gummy get one. 14 players still alive at the moment, but I think 3 players are currently down. So as everything kind of trickles out and continues, we're going to see these players dropping off like flies as, again, the zone will rotate very, very far away. D1 Striker, last player up for this K12 PA team, will get a great shot onto that player. I was not able to see who that was. Down to 4 squads left and 6 players. D1, again, the lone player for this team.
Yeah, I believe he
And I
took
see
down
Kava.
Kyoto.
Yeah, I believe so as well. So lone player for Kava now is Yoshi as well. Gonna be able to rotate into zone. They will not take any chip damage at the moment. Good builds here. Dropping on to Chicken Wag, and Chicken Wag will win that 1v1. Yoshi out of here. We still, again, have this Idaho team with Chicken Wag. Great build and edit out of the wall. Chicken Wag hitting another amazing shot onto D1 Striker, securing their team second place. K12 PEA will get third place in this one. And CVA now collapsing onto Chicken Wag as quick as they can to secure themselves the victory royale in this varsity game number 1. Wow. I think is all I can say here. NCVA again securing game number 1 in the K12 Esports League Fall Season 2025 Varsity League. I believe 8 eliminations to go around for the NCVA squad as well. So really cool scoreboard that we figured out how to pull up there. We're gonna have to pull that up and scroll through it very quickly as we go through because the lobby does time out very, very, very fast. But I think, again, all I can say at the moment is, wow, that was wild.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. So we're gonna take a quick break to get these varsity teams into the next lobby for you, so that way we can continue on the action. So stay tuned, but we'll be back soon. All right, we are officially back with some of the action. The players just got into the main lobby, and the battle bus is about to send off. So how we feeling after that first round, Robbie?
Out of breath, honestly. That first round was absolutely insane. That end circle was wild. It shout out Chicken Wag at the very end as well, getting really two really amazing shots. Before ultimately dropping to NCVA, securing themselves the Victory Royale. But man, it was crazy. We know as we get deeper into playoffs and the way that we run it here at the K12 Esports League that it's always gonna be a little bit slow to start, but the end circles are always gonna be crazy. And so like we expect that, and that's exactly what we saw. And so I cannot wait to get these end circles in this next game as well.
For sure. Well, let's join in the action as they are dropping in. 1 second. All right. Hopefully, there we go. Hopefully, we don't have the same issue we had last week with those last few minutes of the really exciting gameplay going black. But we do have everything in place in the event that happens today. So, but on board, we've got Anak, Nada Believa, and Tangled Fern and them from the Cask team. Haven't really got to see them much throughout playoffs so far. So, happy to be able to see them landing at Humble Hills, being able to get looted up and everything in the process. Everybody slightly spread out, but
Yeah, absolutely.
some
Shout
different
out
spots
Cast.
up.
Oh, and it looks like based on the elimination feed, go to Team 15. This is our IQLA squad, and it's based on the elimination feed. They landed right next to Lavka. Um, Lavka able to take down AJ Plays already this game.
Yeah, it looks like Zags is
Not sure
also.
how many others will go down. Zags, yep, Zags out of here too.
And with
Artie and Glitchy Sharky gonna have their work cut out for them.
it does look like only Gaming Boy Nola is in the vicinity at the moment, but Cardi has to make a decision in terms of pursuing this one, or they might try to go get the reboot cards and everything.
Yeah, gonna figure it out. It's going to be a slow moving process. But real quick, I do want to shout out Ted the Turtle, Lath, Fishy, and War Elephant from our open league winning the first game here tonight. Luckily, able to figure out and watch and see who that is. So shout out to them. Wanted to make sure I called that out while I had everyone. But keep scrolling through some teams here for us, Dustin.
Yeah, we're trying to. All of them are again just kind of like looting up and everything. So we're just kind of. Gaming Boy Nola is actually by
Yeah, Gaming
themselves.
Boy Nola, unfortunately, yeah, by themselves. Same thing with Twitch TV Batman. Very unfortunate for them as well. That is a player on our Idaho 2 team. So unfortunate, like I said. But everyone's surviving thus far. And looking at this map right now, there are a few teams that are close-ish together, but pretty spread out for the most part, which is again how these games are gonna pan out during the playoffs, the way that we run this format, dropping teams each week as we go through, but it's what we do, and it makes for some insane end games.
For sure. I came over here because we have a technically a 2v1 type of situation in the event that Sora and them do go for Batman. They're just right over the hill here. Um, I'm not sure. I'm curious if there's anything over here or if they're just hide. It looks like they're just kind of hanging out and hiding. Probably do hear the team from Sora and everything like that over next to them. Trying to avoid since they are by themselves. So I totally understand that. Storm coming in though. Everybody is going to have to rotate in here shortly. And everybody's still relatively spread out. So no major action at the moment. Let's see if we can kind of check in on some of these We'll kind of back on Anak, just kind of look at some of their loot and stuff like that. Looks like Anak is getting pursued at the moment over here in Bumpy Bay.
Yeah, someone is chasing them with the wingsuit as well. Anik, I believe, the last player up for Cask 2. So, unfortunately for Anik, gonna need to survive here. And it is, of course, none other than NCVA on the hunt at the moment. We do see Mega and CU very, very close. But for the moment, I believe that Anik did get away.
Yeah, I believe he was able to kind of avoid him enough. Does look like Anak is going to have to be careful with some of these teams over on the horizon as well, with Glitchy Sharky and them. Um, but currently able to stay out of danger. And let's see, I want to see if this might get something right in through here. We have Umbrian Scythe, Blackhaven Jr., and Bonesaw. Glitchy Sharky's right here. And is going to see them, going to try to take some shots. Getting one in there, but not enough. I am curious to see if they will pursue. Tragic Naz currently shooting at them, is going to get them knocked and eliminated, so Glitchy Sharky. And on the horizon, we have Waba, actually.
Yeah, unfortunately for this OHVA squad, able to get that player down from IQLA, but does make noise, and Wava on the hunt after going out early last game. It's probably looking for as many eliminations as they can possibly get at the moment. So heard these shots, is now chasing down this OHVA team. Can OHVA come out on top as we see Bat Bear looking to get build superiority here on these players from OHVA, and thus far looks like they are down or have been able to secure 2 eliminations for themselves. Not sure where it does look like, based on the elimination feed, that will be Waba taking out our OHVA squad. Aim Crutch able to see Marvel's Tokyo here actually get kind of a wild one tap onto Marvel's. The player outlines and the team outlines had not quite loaded in, so I thought that NCVA was doing a 2-2 split kind of strategy here, but it will be a 4 versus 4 fight. NCVA versus WABA once again, and once again very early in this one as well. So we will have to see how this one does pan out.
I will say I like Bat Bear Jam's fearlessness. He's pretty much first, it seems like, in some of these fights. He's not afraid to initiate on these teams and everything. He's going to take down Marvel's Tokyo, though. Wonder if they could find another one. Still in pretty good shape overall. Trying to get down here and corner Raz. Raz being able to work through.
I think Dustin and I are just holding our breath here as we are watching the amazing skill come out from Bat Bear with their edits, with their wall takes, with their wall places, all these sorts of things. As it looks like we're watching a YouTube video of teaching people how to do all these sorts of mechanics, and we will see Bat Bear jump in and finally finish off Raz. That will be, I believe, Waba taking out our NCVA squad. Again, very early. So last game, NCVA took out Waba. This game, Waba taking out NCVA. Complete flip-flop here today.
Yeah, I believe they had a vendetta on that piece just from that first round, wanting to come back in this round and make sure they take care of business and everything. Let's go over here to Mixer Furious, Tuna, MGT. Looks like there might be another team in the mix over here. Not sure if they've spotted each other just yet, but it looks like we have Papa, Logan, CMR. So they are currently, it looks like they might be underground at the moment, set up somewhere to where they wouldn't necessarily be spotted right off.
Yeah, this is our and we will get better about the numbers because we were just watching the WABA 1 team. This is our WABA number 3 team with chilling in this bunker, I believe. With at the moment it looks like Kava and Tiva having a fight right above them.
Yeah, we will come in on Yoshi, trying to take some shots.
Tuna takes high ground. Kaba very bundled up at the moment. This is actually not an ideal situation for them. Tiva
Yeah.
with sitting on top of them at the moment has the advantage. Yoshi gonna get chunked down. 74 shield off of one shot. Able to actually kind of do a little bit of a flank here is Yoshi, and a lot of damage actually coming down onto one of those Tiva players. Again, all four of these Kaba players just stuck in the same corner together. We'll throw out some heals, which is good, but they are getting collapsed on from all angles. Gummy will go down. MGT will get the knock and full elimination as well. In comes Demi. I'm so sorry. I think able to get TikTok. Kyoto, the only player very healthy here for Kaba at the moment, but they will drop as well. L Annihilate, the last player up for Kaba. That is Tiva coming out on top in that fight very convincingly, actually.
Yeah, that was nuts. And I'll be honest with you, I did not mean to switch over to this one. I was trying to switch over to who we had on board, but that's okay. Not a big deal at all. We are coming in on Rashkin, Roxham, and them coming in on this team that just eliminated the other. It looks like they were able to kind of get met it up a little bit. Rashkin taking some good shots there at Tuna, getting them down to about half health. Gonna continue this pursuit, looks like, on the others. Wow, Bat Bear Jam and Rashkin close in on Tuna. Tuna currently has no shield.
Oh, Rashkin chunked very low, though. Good teamwork here by the Tiva team, able to kind of basically take Rashkin out the fight for now, but we will see Tuna drop. Mixer Fire Ace and MGT for Tiva kind of have a little bit of a high ground advantage. I don't know if they gave it up at the moment. And yeah, no, they're still up top, but Aim Crutch, I think with just a nuts shot, will knock Fire Ace at the very top of this crazy build that did come down. So Wava having the advantage at the moment over Tiva. I believe that's 2 for sure down for Tiva, potentially 3, but a lot of jugs, a lot of loot to go around here. So Wava going to spend some time just making sure that they do get some of this loot, and now has more in their sights. This is their Wava 3 team that they are chasing down at the moment. Roxanne going to be able to take out CMR.
I was kind of
Aim Crutch
surprised.
dropping in on Papa as well.
I was kind of
Go
surprised.
ahead, Dustin.
No, you're good. I'm surprised they didn't notice that MGT was still hanging out there in a build, leaving that team unfully eliminated, but they are coming in on Papa, as you said.
Word build placement there for Aim Crutch will eventually come down. Papa will go down. Roshkin will get that player. So Wava, again, being taken out so early last game, has a little bit of a vengeance to come in on this one. Very interested to know who this yellow team is here that Chicken Wag is rotating on, who has made it very, very far and is very, very safe at the moment. But we're on board here with the Idaho 1 team. Trying to take out these players from the OS Yetis that did just get rebooted. We see Seiji dropping in. Seiji knocked out of the sky. War Shards will also take down Lofi. So the reboot van unfortunately not working out for the OOS Yetis this time. Livy is able to get out, but on the hunt now is Chicken Wag and the rest of the Idaho team. Livy dropped a little bit over 50% at the moment, but everyone is going to be rotating up to this area in Wonky Land where the storm will force them to rotate to very, very, very soon.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, there's about 3 different teams in the vicinity, maybe even 4 teams in this vicinity. Everybody kind of starting to get up a little bit on each other, but we notice some of the health on a couple of these teams is actually really low at the moment. You got Not a Believer over here with Eli and them, not with any shield, and I'm afraid that they may know exactly where they are, and they are gonna unfortunately get them found out and be able to take them down.
Yeah, unfortunately for Cass, they're pretty low. Not too much they were able to do at that moment, trying to just do what they can to hide as long as they can in that bush, but definitely found out there. Shout out Gaming Boy Nola again as we look at this, able to get their teammate back up in this one. So 2 players strong for Lavka, still surviving very long as always, as we kind of know of that team. Getting kind of seen out though here by this Wava squad as Roshkin and The rest of Wava actually pretty far back in the storm at the moment. Gonna have to rotate into rocks. Unfortunately, Aim Crutch unable to make it out of storm.
You see Gaming Boy Nola and I'm DeWallers here from the Lavka crew, kind of just hanging out at the moment with these teams kind of around them with Wava in the vicinity. Wava already in circle.
I mean, this is great positioning from them. The circle is moving right along with them. They're going to be primed and prepped to set up in this safe zone.
And looks like there may be a little bit of a fight down here from Loganson. Or no, he's just taking damage from the storm. He's going to try to take some shots, some very fearless type shots
Oh,
there
man.
towards the Wava squad
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Man. Gonna get run on very quickly is Logan, taking a headshot as well. Dropped very, very low, 45 HP. Rocks and Bat Bear using those wingsuits. They will be on Logan any second here. Good, starting builds coming out from Logan here, but Roxane able to get in there and take them down. Chicken Wag also as well. Able to get 6-7 and Sergio from the K12 PEA 2 squad as well. So Frag, I believe, by themselves here on 3 HP will go down. Full team wipe there again for Idaho. Idaho playing out of their minds today. Got second place last game, sitting in the top 5 right now with a total of 8 eliminations. So playing super, super well is this Idaho 1 team. We know Idaho is alive. We know that WAV is alive. We know that Lavka is alive. Idaho number 2 also alive still, and Anik. I can't remember. So sorry, Anik, what your team is, but we will see. Unfortunately, Lavka dropped there as well. I believe that Wava was able to take them down. So 4 teams remaining, 10 players alive total. We're getting very close to the end here today, Dustin, and this game actually went a whole lot faster than the last game. Look at how big Safe Zone is at the moment still.
Yeah, no, I could definitely see that. And just a quick shout out, Anik is from the Cask team, just kind of reconfirming that. So
That's
they
right.
are still active and alive. Between these heavy hitting teams and stuff like that, gonna have to be careful if they want to continue to survive. Seeing if maybe they could possibly get some third party action, but it's gonna be tricky with this storm the way it is.
Absolutely, and I think actually, believe it or not, Wava able to get Aim Crutch back in, I think, anyway. So a full team of 4 for Wava, full team of 4 here for Idaho. Anik, of course, by themselves at the moment. And then the Idaho 2 team has 2 players. So actually, wait, it's got to be 4, 1, that's 5.
Yeah, let's see, 1, 2, 3. So 4 teams?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Perfect. Juice World will go down. That'll be Roshkin from Wava able to take them out. Airmail lone player up for this second Idaho team, taking a lot of storm damage. Will get tapped out of the air by Bat Bear Jam. Bat Bear Jam on 5 eliminations for themselves. Trying to get some high ground, keep that priority, make sure that themselves and the rest of their team can rotate super, super safely. Again, Anik, the lone player up for Cask, still alive in this one. It will be basically a 4v3v1. Chicken Wag taking some good damage here from Rock's aim. And Anik as well. Great situational awareness and shots coming out from Roxane on that one. Idaho, even though they are up a player, I feel like is at a huge disadvantage with the high ground that Wava has right now and the ability to rotate into next zone much easier than Idaho. Roxane at the moment trying to take down Anik on the backside, leaving their teammates to deal with Idaho. Great opportunity there for Rox to be able to knock down Chicken Wag on that one. We'll take a lot of damage. 68 HP left for them. Roshkin on top of the rest of the Idaho squad. Good rotations coming out from Wava. They are trying to set themselves up for success, but we will see Evil Chickens from the Idaho squad get on top of this mountain, Dustin, and actually have the highest of all high grounds left of anybody in this game. And this storm is getting small. It does not... It ticks for a lot of damage now.
Yeah, and then we're gonna see Evil Chickens gonna get hit really hard, and it looks like Wava coming out on top in game 2, making sure that they make up for that first matchup. It's going to be their better score and everything.
25 eliminations coming out for Wava on this one. For Idaho, getting second place. Very good showing for them today. 9 eliminations. Kava, third place here in this one. 6 eliminations. Tiva is sorry.
It's not
I'm reading the
yet.
wrong thing. I'm going by. Yeah, 10th place here for Kava in the second game. Ninth place for Tiva. Um, NCVA again. NCVA and Wawa swapped this time. NCVA going out at 12th on this one, and again that the lobby times out very, 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 very quickly. So did not get a chance to see the rest of that, but man, if I can be honest with you here, Dustin, great games all around. I did selfishly want to see a lot more teams survive into those end circles, but I think Wava with their 25 eliminations had other plans, which is totally okay. You know, I'm a spectator at this point, right? But congrats to NCVA taking our game number 1 here today for the varsity Fortnite K12 Esports League Fall 2025 Week 2 of playoffs. And shout out to Wava for taking that game number 2. Um, I'm just going to keep yapping here, Dustin, and I'll send it over to you to close this out. All right.
Oh, you're
Uh,
good.
thank you all. Number 1 to our players, parents, guardians, learning coaches. Of all our players. We cannot do this without you. We highly appreciate you. It has been a very fun, very amazing, very high intense week number 2 of playoffs. Next week is our championship week, and we will crown some winners as well as close out the fall 2025 season for us here at the K12 Esports League, which is wild to say. Absolutely wild to say. We do have winter season coming up very shortly after, starting on January 12th. So only a little bit of a break, and then we are right back to the action like business as usual. So cannot wait to crown some champions. Cannot wait to get into the winter season. With all that being said, Dustin and I will catch y'all on our YouTube live for sure next Monday with Smash Bros. We also have Valorant on our Twitch stream on Monday. Again, we're crowning champions next week, so please don't miss out on any of the action. On Tuesday, Marvel Rivals champion for the first time will be crowned for us here at the K12 Esports League. Wednesday, we'll be crowning some chess champions as well as Rocket League champions, and then we'll see each and every single one of you back here next Thursday for our final 2 varsity lobbies for Fortnite of the fall 2025 season. I cannot wait for it. I'm sure Dustin cannot wait for it. Go ahead and close us out.
Yeah, no, I'm super excited. Obviously, it's going to come down to not just the placement, but it's going to come down to those elimination numbers and everything as to who is
Mhm,
going to be in the top of the standings. As mentioned in the chat earlier, our top 3 from week 1 were Tiva, NCVA, and Wava. Kava being that close fourth and everything too. But it is going to come down to the wire on that. And so for the
mhm,
next week is going to be insane. Everybody's going to try to really, really be on point, make sure that they get those eliminations in that they need with only 12 teams remaining next week because the bottom 3 teams are being eliminated after this week. So, yeah, it's going to be crazy. I'm super excited to crown some
it's gonna be
champions,
wild.
especially with Rivals being that new game this season. And we look forward to continuing that momentum into our winter season. As you mentioned, register if your school is has a team and they're listed on the website and everything. And we hope to get your registration in soon, so that way you don't miss on the action when we start up on January 12th. We appreciate you all, as Robbie mentioned, and we will be back on stream next Monday with you all and for the remainder of the next week. So we're signing off officially this time. We appreciate you all. Have a good night.
Shout out to AG. Take care.